Hello, YouTuber boobers. It's what is it? It's Saturday, the 28th of April, and yeah, we've had a whole week of no snow. We've had some rain, not snow. It's almost all gone. Still some die-hard piles out there, but fingers crossed. Daffodils are coming up. Tulips are coming up. Could be a good trend. So, anywho, I've changed the way that I've been doing my microgreens. You know, the funny thing about microgreens is you gotta always be in motion about your techniques. You can't be hard fast. Uh, and I've got a lot of changes. So the new change is that I stack them when I plant them. They'll go in a stack. You'll see a video in a little while of me planting seeds. And then after 3 or 4 days, once they start looking like they're going to flip the stack over, they're really starting to push up on their trays that are above them. You move them over. So I'm moving them over to this rack, and I leave the lights turned off, and I let them sit under whatever room light is available. Most of it's from that window. And then they start to stretch and grow taller and taller. The old method is I would cover them. First it was with a 2-inch solid tray, and then a 1-inch perforated tray. But from talking to Johnny Seeds, they're kind of saying that there's too much moisture collecting around the microgreens with the cover on them, even with the slotted cover. So this is the 3rd week of doing this, and I get a little better at it. These actually look really good. You can't have too much moisture in the mix. You just want it damp. Sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. Get the consistency better. It's best to just have it so that it's been sitting for a few days before you start using it. But yeah, so this is they were sitting on the stack about 4 days, and then I put them on. You still bottom water. You got to make sure they don't run dry, but you leave them uncovered under normal lighting. Now the thing that I did is I've been moving them over to the other rack that has a taller distance between the lights and the microgreens, the sunflowers. And having the distance doubled, it gives them more opportunity to grow taller and green out. So this last harvest was a pretty decent harvest. I think I got 12 ounces out of 4 trays. That would be 12 ounces, and it's 3 ounces of seed per tray. So actually 12. You know, it's kind of interesting because the weight's about the same. So you're talking 12 ounces of seed. It creates 12 ounces of microgreens. You know, that actually doesn't even make any sense. 3 ounces of sunflower seeds makes 12 ounces of microgreens. Huh. That's funny. So you don't actually increase the weight at all. You just change the shape of the mass. Although you're not actually having the hull anymore. So the hull must have weight too. But you're not growing the hull. The hull is discarded. but it can't be much weight. You know, it's kind of weird how you think about this. So basically, you're transporting your seed pod into something larger. However, the mass doesn't change much because you're harvesting so early. Yep. Saturday, welcome to Saturday Babble. You can listen to the president babble at noon, or you can listen to me babble at noon. It's kind of an interesting thing because some things that you grow, you get double, triple its weight from the seed. The peas, they increase. Well, now I'm going to have to really pay attention to see what the other stuff is. I'm actually in a one of my stores was actually has requested that we take a break for a little while, a month or so. Now they continue to buy all through winter, but now it's kind of a slowdown. There's not a lot of activity. No one's coming here to ski. There's no boating activities because the water's still too cold, and there's no ice, so there's no ice fishing. So there's not a lot of vacationers around. So the stores asked me to wait till Mother's Day or so. Farmers Market is opening up the day on Memorial Day weekend. So I'm only growing sunflower seeds right now for the farm stand customer that I have. So that gives me a chance to take a little break and you know, grow what I need. So it is kind of interesting though. Huh. Well, the things we think about. So this essentially is showing me the process of you know, planting the trays. Of, you know, I soak the seed for about 8 hours or so. Sometimes it might be 2 days, depending on how I feel. And then, yeah, this is the soaking and of the blocks. Remember, I had a video of me cutting the blocks up from the large blocks into 4 smaller blocks. If you have like a warmer water, it'll do this. It'll reconstitute faster, which is what I did today. Of course, I've sped it up quite a bit so that we don't have to sit here and watch paint dry. But, you know, it just gives you an idea. I'm going to try growing some salad green mix, microgreen salad mix, again, and try it a little differently. I'm going to try it with my new method and see how it does. It doesn't like the tray on top of it, and it doesn't like being covered. So it should fit right in with the whole mix. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you have any questions or any ideas, feel free to post them below. Like, subscribe, share, blah, 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 blah. Ta-ta. Peaceful enough for all. Food, water, shelter, clothing, healthcare, and education. Peaceful enough for all.